Hello everyone, it's Jebro. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe when you're watching this video. Massively helps the algorithm, helps me as well get a ton more people checking out the channel and checking out the videos and whatnot. Also, don't forget, if you have a desire to purchase the Janthir Wilds expansion coming to Guild Wars 2, you can also do that in the link below in the description. There's a huge sale of up to 75% off right now as well. And we are in full hype mode for the expansion. Pretty damn excited. And we have this weekend got access to the spear weapons, which are being made for the land now for all classes. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a showing on the engineer, and I need that spear that person has. Now we are in the we are in the PvP area right now as well. And I was hoping I was going to be here on my own, but apparently there's someone else here. So that's the thing, but that's okay. I have played about an hour and a half so far of Engineer. I am not going to be an expert in how good numbers are or anything like that, because I've not been playing it for hours and hours on end. I have a lot going on in my life, and I'm working full time, so I don't really have time to do that kind of thing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you a little bit of in-depth maybe chatter about the abilities, as well as how it feels, how fun it is, what the weapon is mainly doing in terms of damage, whether or not it's power or condition, what it might work well with, and what I'm playing with right now in terms of elite specializations. And just having a little bit of a chat about it. Some people are having not so much fun with some of their spears and some of the classes, but some are, and that's also cool. Engineer, I am having a ton of fun, man. Like it's been awesome thus far. If you remember, if you watched my other video, I talked about it when watching Cal, and oh my god, I can't remember who it was now. Whoever was on the stream, I'm so sorry. I can't remember who was on the stream with Cal now. My brain's gone silly. But it looked very interesting. There was this whole mechanic about focus targeting, right? Which came out of Conduit Surge on the second ability on Spear. And it was when you basically had a focus target, you did more effects to that target, right? So when you hit the second skill on an enemy, it will focus them for 10 seconds. Now the cooldown is 8 seconds. So it means you can focus another target just when that goes over. Now, how you spread that, can you spread that target to more, that focus to more targets? Yes, you can, but it's only 5 targets in a 180 radius. So here, for example, we cannot spread the focus effect over towards that golem because they're out of range. And when that focus effect comes up on the enemy golem or an enemy, it will be that kind of marker, which is very interesting. Kind of, I'm not sure about that marker. I don't think it's that obvious. I also think it's too high, but I think that's because, you know, enemies in the game and whatnot, they're just making sure that it's I don't know, visible at some point in time. So as you can see now, we're going through the chain. We've got 3 chain skills coming up in on the first skill. I'm trying to get out of combat. Stab your foe, inflicting bleed. There's no difference here. It's just bleed and vulnerability. So there is condition damage there. There's nothing about the focus target specifically with the one skill. It's all just about inflicting bleeding. It's all about inflicting vulnerability. And it's also about, it's got a free target kind of cleave damage area as well for all targets. Now, also, oh no, sorry, it says inflicting vulnerability if they're focused. So this is actually a mistake that they've made in the tooltip, unless they're still doing it, but it could be because of the traits as well, because of condition damage and what not. So here, for example, they've got focused target damage 884 and unfocused target damage 737. They need to give a little bit more definition in terms of the tooltips. So stab your foe, inflicting bleeding, you inflict vulnerability if your target is focused. So the vulnerability is only if they're focused, and I have must have vulnerability through my skills, probably in explosives, and different things like that. So we just got to be careful about make some consistency, which they're not the best for in terms of the skill descriptions, but they're getting through it. They're getting it done. They're getting done. So okay. One thing is that a lot of classes have a ranged throw. Some of them have a ranged throw on the first skill as well, and as you get closer, it changes into a melee hit. Now, that is not the case with Engineer. It's all melee damage. It's all in melee range, and it's good. Well, the one way that you can do that with the Engineer is with the second skill, obviously with Conduit Surge, which is going to get you in a bit closer. Or if you've got any other skills, for example, you know, if you're running Mechanist and you've got Port, you can also get in close like that as well. The second skill is going to get you a little bit of a leap in there. I think it's a Combo Blast leap. Yeah, it's a leap, more specifically. And then you've got the rest of your skills, which you'll obviously use in your little flurry, which is very cool. With Engineer, you're kind of used to not really spamming a lot of your weapon skills if you're playing in PvE specifically. Like, you're not really auto attacking with a lot of abilities other than with mainly Photon Forge, and you don't really do it a lot with rifle either. You kind of spam grenades or bombs or something, and then, you know, sometimes you do depending on what weapon you've got. But like, you know, the second skill on rifle does a lot of damage. You know, jump shot on rifle does a lot of damage. If you're running Condi pistol, it's mostly the second ability with poison, or it's the fourth ability, which is the blowtorch, doing a lot of condition damage there as well. So you're not using a lot of the skills together often, other than if you're doing kind of PvP and you're using the mobilize on like net for rifle, and you use also the fourth skill, which knocks back, for example, and then you're using ranged damage to really kind of finish off your foe in PvP and World v World, etc, etc. But with this weapon, you're actually going to be using it pretty consistently to just keep applying burning and vulnerability and bleed, and you can do immobilize as well. So let's keep looking at what these abilities do. So Conduit Surge, leap towards your target, unleashing intense energy on the area. If you strike them, your primary target becomes the focus of your other skills, which we talked about before. You also get more burning stacks onto a target if they are focused. Now, I don't remember if you can get, and there's another way of getting focus up on a target other than if you press 1, and I've been trying to do this, and I don't think that's the case. I don't think you actually can, unless it's through the traits or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that using your second skill is the only way you can do that. So, unless... Nope, can't do that. Okay, well, we'll keep going through the skills as well. Lots of burning, lots of targets, 5 targets as well. Focus duration is 10 seconds. You got the leap as well, which is very, very cool. Then you got Lightning Rod, which is prime your Lightning Rod to deal damage to nearby enemies. Focus enemies receive extra punishment. You gain charges for your electric artillery skill. So that is, as you're hitting, you get more charges quickly, and charges do kind of float up just by running around anyway. So even if you don't hit anything, your charges are gonna kind of, oh no, actually your charges don't go up, but you can still use electric artillery, but you don't have that many charges, although that may not be correct. Let's just double check that. Before there was a little symbol saying how many charges it has, so let's just double check that. There you go, that's the charges there. So even just standing up doing auto attacks, you get like 8 charges there. What's the maximum stacks as well? That did actually come up. I think I just missed it. But anyway, you can do more damage. Essentially, you're doing more damage, right? Charges per target struck, 1 every 14. Maximum stack is 12. Okay, cool. And then you hurl your charged rod at a foe, immobilizing them. Foes take increased burning duration and vulnerability stacks based on your lightning rod's charge. So it says here your focus burning duration increases per charge are 2 per charge. So if I get 8 stacks there, that's going to give me at least 16 stacks of burning. It's at least, and that's not like counting what's already happening, right? I mean, that must be right. Let's just double check, make sure that's correct. That's not right. Did we get any charges? I think I walked back. Let's try that again. I'm doing this in a one-shot recording, so I'm just kind of learning it again as I'm doing it really specifically. We get 4 charges there, 6, 7, 8, and then we have to use it quickly. Oh no. too much damage. We use it on there quickly. Oh, you get 2 stacks of burning. That doesn't seem right. I thought it was per stack. Maybe I've got this. Maybe I've got that wrong. Oh well. Okay. It might not be working properly. Either that, or I've got the wrong end of the stick, which is totally possible. We just need to try and get out of combat. Please give us the ability to get out of combat quicker. That would be lovely. It does say focus burning duration increased. Oh, it's just, sorry, it's the duration that's increased, not the stacks of burning. Oh, imagine that. That would have actually been pretty ridiculous, to be fair. So I am dyslexic, so reading is hard. So that's cool. Okay, vulnerability per charge, 8 seconds plus 1%. Okay, cool. So that is like a lot of potential burning duration. You can just keep like pumping that out as well, depending on whether or not they're focused. But even if they're not focused, you're going to be getting a lot of burning on these targets anyway. And when I was running through a dungeon earlier, I was getting like 7 to 8k stacks of burning without much effort with Rampager stats. So the stats I'm running are I should have done this at the beginning. Our Rampagers just to trapper like condition damage runes in PvE, and then in PvP I'm just doing Rampager with like Elementalist for power and condition damage, and then Relic of the Fractal, and then Energy is just in PvP and cleansing for defense. But in like non-PvE we've got the stat, just normal build, Geomancy and Bursting, which is what they kind of gave you, and then I went Rampager on the Amulet and the back piece, and the others are just power, vitality, and condition damage. So that's what you've got going on there. And I didn't really make any effort to change it because I was like, I don't care, I'm just going to play. It's just going to be fun to run around, and this is just a basic overview, really. Rolling Skies, you charge the earth with electricity, launching focused foes and stunning others. So we want to make sure we've got that focus, especially in something like PvP. And then that is going to get your CC down. Now, something that people have said about this ability is it's got the most Defiance break bar damage, one of the biggest Defiance break bar damage abilities in the game. Now, I don't know that 100%, but in PvP it's 532 I've got it at the moment, but in PvE I've got it's at like 720 or something. We can try that when we go back out, but like that is a pretty good combination. Like making sure you've got your target focused is going to be, to get the maximum amount of damage, is what you're going to need to do. So you're going to have to make sure you're pressing 2 or pressing the second ability, sorry, whenever you possibly can to get the most out of things. If you're not trying to inflict vulnerability, there's not too much of a bother with your first skill, but you probably want to keep doing that. Then you got Devastator, so traverse the area and unleash lightning around you, directly targeting focused foes a number of times. Repeatedly strike your foe, inflicting condition. 6 stacks of burning. That's some focused devastation. So focused devastation is when you've hit 2. It should be anyway. So yeah, there you go. There's a ton of burning. Whoa, no, a ton of bleeding. Holy moly. That must be for explosives. Don't forget, this is an explosion as well. And it's a combo finisher blast. Have we got any fields? I don't think we have we? Is this? That is not a field. Not really. Is that a field? Jesus Christ. There's so much. It says explosion. Let's just make sure. Let's just double check, because I don't know if this. It looks like a lightning field. Let's try it. Let's just see. Nope. That is not a lightning field. Interesting. Let's just try that again. Combo finisher blast. So you want to be using this potentially. See, that's why that is not a field. That shouldn't be a ring then. That's silly. So this is why bomb kit's on there, I think, because like they've got that, and then they've got these abilities. You know, we're going to be seeing some might and whatnot there as well. So bombs have been put into this build kind of on purpose to a degree. I think. There's like the leap as well. That's pretty nice to have the bombs on the floor. So you could do things. You can do things like putting down. What is it? You could have. How many fields are there? Okay, you can do that. You can put that down as well. Actually, nice. Oof. There's going to be some really sick combos. Let's see how much damage that does. There we go. Big CC. They've got so much damage in this build. Like, you chuck out laser disc with that as well.
Stand and fight.
With lightning rod, like that is so much damage. Whew. AoE wise as well, that's going to be pretty huge, to be fair. Don't forget, like with Hollowsmith as well, like putting on the burning from the photon blitz as well, which is up to 8 stacks of burning. Like, there's some really nice combinations in this. So you're going to want to like focus your target with the second ability, for example, and then you kind of use your third skill potentially as you build up stacks, and then as you do that, you kind of hit that off. Damn. And in between that, you can use things like Devastator, making sure that your target's like focused still, right? Because that's going to be a pretty big deal. Blimey, this is kind of ridiculous.
Capacity exceeded.
See, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Oh my god. There's some nice mobility for this, you know? Just I mean, it's not a huge amount, but like a little bit of a leap. This skill is quite a long cooldown to really count it as being like mobile, but it's a pretty long charge as well, honestly, a leap wise. It's got 700 on it. That's pretty cool. That is not a field anymore. They changed that, didn't they? I forgot about that. No, it is a field. Field burning. Did they change it? I just can't see it. Did they change the field on this? Oh, okay. When activated beyond the threshold. So they did change it to a degree. Okay. I forgot about that change. Jesus. There you go. So now it's a field. Gotta be in that heat threshold. Forgot about that. God damn it. There's so many changes. Keeping up with all the things. That's probably been in here for a while as well. Jebro is out of practice with engineer, can you tell? Either way, I'm still an epic engineer, and that's where you want to come. This is where you want to come for all the engineer info, okay? Because I've been playing this class for a flipping long ass time. I remember the good old days. There you go, there's the field. Okay, good stuff. Can use that to do the things. Excellent. Okay, so it says fire. It says a burning holographic field, but I don't think it's a I don't think it's a blast field. Anyway, let's get off that. Who cares? The spears we're talking about. Let's nip out and run around in PvE a little bit, and you can see exactly what's going on. In terms of like PvE and just running about and like enemies and how much damage you're doing, just running around doing solo explorable dungeon specifically. And let me know what you think about engineer and other spear weapon skills and how you feel those are going. This is a very vague, rough video, peeps. I'm just excited about spears and I'm sharing the joy with you. That's all I'm doing. So if you don't come in here and tell me I suck with spear and you should know this, Jero, etc., because I don't care. I don't actually care. You will probably care more than I do, and I don't care. So I'm just having fun and enjoying all the things. And that is the main thing that I am here for. So I love doing dungeons, to just run around solo in dungeons and hit those kind of elite enemies and stuff and the champs and just kind of test damage out. I know it's not the best way to do it or anything, but like, you know, there's consistent enemies, they're all here, I'm the only one hitting them, etc. So here, like focusing him, and look, you can see there's actually quite a few people there. Look at the bleed though. It's not just the flipping burning, like the bleed is stacking up here. Oof.
Projector activate.
That's a lot of damage.
First line has been broken. Defend the gate.
This is actually a really fun build as well. The that is unintentional. I was supposed to be using grenades here. Apparently failed. Okay, so we're using that skill. Get a focus target on a couple of those guys, and then we use the disc. Get our heal back up as well. Actually, that is pretty good for this build, to be fair, because we can get some poison off from the elixir gun. So there is that. That CC is really, really good. Big stuns as well. That's nice. Add from your 4th skill, which is a lot of damage, actually. Remember, we're on our own here with lots of elites, so it's not like, you know, we could potentially go down at times. One thing that's really cool about this is the amount of abilities you can really, like with Hollowsmith specifically as well, and with the disc, with laser disc. I can't remember if that was the ability I had when I came in. I'm pretty sure bombs and grenades were. Let's go to grenades, but I don't think laser disc was. I think it was something else. I can't remember. Either way, we've also got a really odd heal. I'm not sure why we've got that here.
Hang on.
We haven't got any of this at all. Yes, this is Citadel of Flame. I flipping love this dungeon. It just gives me so much memories, so many good memories of all the times in the past. Also, that we did play this on the Lightbringers today as well, so make sure you check that out. This may be actually coming out on the same day. I can't skip this. I can skip this though. Let's just change that heal so we can maybe blast that. I know they gave us the other heal. AED for that specifically. So we're only going to get the one target with that. So that's going to charge. We get 4 or 5 stacks. But we can use this on someone else. The only problem is that we haven't focused them. So you want to be making sure that you actually focused the right person. Or you focus the target first so you get the maximum amount of damage. You can see the bottom left-hand corner, all the damage kind of spinning around. I kind of done that on purpose so you can see exactly how much I'm doing at different times. Ooh, that was nasty. They're not focused either. So that's the only problem. You gotta give yourself flipping, you know, all the blooming blasts, you know. Didn't get that off correctly, really. Now, see, I've got the focus on that character, and I got the charges off. I didn't get that many charges off, but it's still a lot of damage. Can you see the amount of burning that's coming up right now as well? I'm not really trying very hard. Okay, so focus that guy. They get on both targets. I'm pretty sure it's on both. You can't really see it that well, though, can you? It's not that obvious. Don't forget, you can use that focus as well to just move around. You don't necessarily have to use the focus skill to just do damage or get focus. You can use it to change position as well. It's a pretty good little mobile ability. I was definitely doing more damage before. I think that's because I was using my disc more as well. I think I'm focusing more on like a kind of rotation for the... It might have been because I was in the group as well and I had a little bit more consistent kind of boonage as well, which is fair. Okay, we can try a little bit harder. We've also got no real boon generation in this build either, so there's no like scrapper or anything, which honestly would be very good, especially if you play quickness scrapper, I would assume. 2k burning like without much effort though, to be fair. We could definitely do better than that. Let's see if we can get that up a little bit. Actually, let's just double check as well. Okay.
Light, come forward.
Laser disc burning on the second. To be fair, I've already got like 10 stacks of burning on this guy.
Can't take any more heat.
It's okay, don't worry about it. You know, this is gonna be embarrassing. We just blasted that warfield as well. Really good. Oh no, that is not doing that good with that. He's evading all the things. I didn't get the chance to even put bleeding on him or burning. Sir, please.
I'm just warming up. Holograms off.
Again, we're just kind of playing around, seeing what can pop off here. Oh, you're rude, and you're probably gonna kill me.
Can't take
Don't do
much
that.
more.
How many stacks are we gonna get off? 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And then we do that. Oh, that was a lot of burning. Holy crap. We're up to 50, 16, 17. That was pretty good. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. I just blew up. Oh, did you see that burning stack? I just stuck on them. 6K. Whoa. That was pretty fun. And obviously, like, I'm not doing fantastic, great, amazing rotations because I'm just not that good at the game. I'm going to be able to do that, especially with using spear after, like, you know, an hour and a half or so. Like, it's just not going to be me who does that. But the amount of stacks we got there was, I think it got hit like mid-20s. I'm not sure how much, like, is big, but that was pretty decent for, like, not really trying very hard and not having like available fire fields and stuff other than really the bomb kit, to be fair. Let's do a little bit more.
Powering the gate.
The gate is still up.
Here we go this way. It looks fun as well, just like the third skill as you use that and this field kind of runs around you and forms the spear. It's cool. It's not your spear, it's a lightning rod specifically. So I guess it's a rod rather than a spear. But it's cool. I'd like some lore around this. Like, why is that?
Some sort of magical.
What happens? Do you know what I mean? There's not really any other ability that does that. I mean, maybe to a degree you could say it's close to Mesmer, I guess, but like, no, not really. Hey, where are you going, dude? Oh yeah, we're going down here. Forgot about that. Let's move. That's not a huge leap, is it? But when you can combine it with everything for Hollowsmith, I feel like Hollowsmith is a really good, like, kind of thing to use for this. I should have used my focus on the boss. Oh, damn, that was pretty good. That was like almost a third of his bar. I'm gonna die, so if I die, we're just gonna end. Because I don't want to walk through all of the fields, apparently. Didn't really get many hits off there or charges. We got 5 off. Ooh. Oh dear, oh dear. We are gonna die probably. I'm just kind of looking at other things and not this. No! Alright, that's embarrassing. It's okay. Don't worry. Ignore me. It didn't happen. This is where we're ending the stream. I died in explorer mode, and it's okay. In story mode. As you can see, just having fun, showing the abilities off. Everyone, I am super excited for Engineer Spear to come. I'm gonna try and learn a little bit more how to use it over the weekend, and maybe I'll give you a bit of an update on my feelings about Engineer Spear. Is there any changes right now that I would probably make a lot of the tooltips a little bit clearer. There's a lot in there. Maybe simplify a lot of this, because there's like, look at that. Electric artillery is like focus damage, target damage 778, damage 519. Focus burning duration increase per charge is 1 3/4 seconds, which is 1,100 damage. You can put up a ton of extra like burn duration. So you may not even need burn duration on this spec, because you're just going to be increasing duration anyway, it looks like, just from the skill. I know it's the stacks that you would put out with this specific weapon, but yeah, anyway. But also vulnerability as well, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of this. There's a lot to this, which is kind of fun. Also, the immobilize is really, really good as well. That third skill is so much. I really enjoy the fourth skill, just the look of it as well. As people were saying, there's cogs and stuff in there, which is really rad. And then that is just wicked. Like, it just looks so good. Like, the abilities look really cool, but they're not really overpowering, like the Elementalist, for example. They're pretty rad. So I'm excited for this to come with Janthir Wilds. If you have any questions, if you want to insult my gameplay, don't do that because I'll just ban you. But you can make a cheeky comment if you want, and that's okay. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do the things. I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good one. And tell me, did you enjoy Spear on the class that you were playing, and did you enjoy Engineer? And what kind of builds were you running, and what are you having fun with in the game at the moment? See you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also use the link in the description if you do want to purchase Janthir Wilds or take advantage of 75% off sale or all the other expansions. I'll see you soon. Bye. I did the wrong fader. I'm also doing the wrong fader still. Goodbye.